And welcome, YouTube Live audience, for those of you watching the rebroadcast on YouTube. Jersey Joe, I know they're live from Las Vegas, and you joining us for Bar Talk here. So grab a beer and chat with us here because we've got another great topic for you this time. Well, it's Bar Talk anyhow. And you never know what we'll talk about at the bar, well, unless you follow us on social media, like this week's question. Who would make a great action figure? Could be somebody who already has an action figure. Maybe it's somebody you know in your family. Your mom, your dad, your clergyman, your Uncle Butch, anybody. Who would make a great action figure? Got a stack of your answers right now. Joel's going to join us with his ideas as well. We got yours too. So, Joel, who do you think would make a great action figure?
Number one would be my dog, Crispin, but a lot of people don't know who that is. But he would be perfect. He looks like the Taco Bell Chihuahua. He's actually right over there. Looks like a little furry football. So he would be perfect to be at the bottom of like a Happy Meal. He would be like a perfect Happy Meal toy for children.
That'll all work out well until like some kid pulls out their hamburger and it's full of dog hair.
Pulls out their hammer? What the f*** are you talking about?
Yeah, you put Crispin in the bottom of a box of Happy Meals. So you put the hamburger, the food, the fries in there. Then you put Crispin's toy in the bottom too. It's covered in hair. He's a dog.
Oh, that was the worst joke ever.
That wasn't a joke. I was trying to be factual. All right. Well, all right. Congratulations. I would purchase a Crispin Happy Meal, though. That's a good answer. I like that. I had a couple who I dreamt up with in my brain. So first off, I thought of Judge Judy. I don't know if she has an action figure or not. I think she'd be a good one to have. Plus, she's going off the air this year, so become a collectible very quickly. And the one would be even better if you like push a button and she'd talk and say a bunch of her little phrases. I think Judge Judy would be the way to go.
Is not an answer.
Yeah.
No, he's ready.
Hey, sir, you know how she gets all mad and yells at people? The second one I thought would be a great idea. Richard Dawson from the 70s, 80s Family Feud. Remember he'd make out with all the women in the classic game show? So, you could give the girls now an action figure that you could make out with. Richard Dawson with the big giant carnation, dirty old man, and drunk from the 70s most of the time, so that's great. And my final one to commemorate his retirement as well, Tom Brokaw. You put him on your little fake news set at home and dancing on the Berlin Wall. And you got yourself a Tom Brokaw action figure. So I think all those, and they could all be collectibles too, because like I said, she's going off the air, he retired. I was thinking forward about this one.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fine. That would be nice, and I guess kids probably wouldn't give a shit, though.
I didn't say they were for kids. It's for anybody. And kids aren't joining a show about talking in bars. Unless you're thinking about something for your
action figures. I don't know, Joe, are you going to play with a Tom Brokaw action figure at 40 plus years old? Like, I don't know what the draw is for that.
Well, I get a whole bunch of action figures back home in the attic back at my grandmother's house that are all Star Trek ones. I never opened up. They're all just been there forever that I got at like KB Toys and stuff 20 years ago. And I have no idea if they're even worth anything or not. I got a couple starting lineup figures too that I've saved over the years. And those are always fun too. So actually, the thing I should probably say is, of all the action figures I have, I never played with them. What about you? Do you have a bunch of collectibles like that you saved?
Yeah, I have them from like when I was a kid, or like when people gave them to me as like a gift. I'm positive some of them are worth money, but I don't play with them. That's the thing. Like they're all in the boxes, just like you said.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I remember in the last time I played with a toy. I got Mickey Mantle here in the windowsill, and I got a John O'Hurley one somewhere that I got when he was on Family Feud all those years ago. But yeah, they're all free. It's not something I'm going to run out and buy right now. So I guess it depends on what you're going to do with them. But yeah, it's up to your decision. It's Bar Talk. That's why I bring this up. What you guys had a lot of ideas for who'd make a great action figure. Like it's Brian who says he would love to have an O.J. Simpson one. I hope if that actually becomes a real action figure, and I know there's a starting lineup one, but maybe you get the gloves, you try to fit the gloves on there and see if it actually, like, if he commits the crime.
That's better than what I was thinking. I was thinking he'll have, like, the little button on his back where he goes like that. Like, you hit the button.
Oh, yeah, a little knife. That's right. And until he gets off for, committing the crime. Chris DeMondo says, me, who wouldn't want a DeMondo action figure, but only if it has the Kung Fu grip. Nice. Rock Guitar says, come on now, it's obvious, Jersey Joe. Me, Warlock Weirdo, also says, who else but Jersey Joe 50, and sends a picture of me and a Yankees hat, and another one with me as a Ghostbuster. I do enjoy Ghostbusters. And Joel, you'll love this one. Bronx Bombers 46 says, you and Joel holding hands. But if she wants to be more accurate, not you and I holding hands, but like holding each other up as we stagger down the street on like a Saturday night would probably be more accurate.
Oh, well that would be, yeah, that's actually happened before. So either way, that's pretty funny.
Like a whole diorama. There could be one version at Las Vegas, one like we're in Pittsburgh, one we were like in Toronto, like in all the little cities, one we're on a plane.
Holding 2 beers.
Yeah. Uncle Dreamy, he comments, he says, I'd suggest Waldo, but I'd probably spend all my time searching for him amidst the vast jumble of all my other action figures. Very good. Starman says Flat Stanley. And Treats Tweets had my favorite answer, Mookie Betts. You can't go wrong with a sports star action figure. I mean, that's the way to go.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's like the staple of action figures. It's either a Marvel, it's like a Marvel or a Disney or like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings type of shit, or it's sports. Like those are the categories.
I guess that's how an athlete knows they've made it big when they're finally turned into an action figure. That would be like, oh, okay, I'm actually, because they're not going to give you one if you're like, the grade C guy, the guy who never done the minors. But when you're like the star, all of a sudden, Aaron Judge, your action figure's flying off the shelf. So
yeah, what's your household name?
And that's how you collect the royalties, too, and have a little fun with your favorite sports hero. Well, you guys want to have more fun? I'm going to tell you, now like or subscribe button down below. See it, click it, point at it, and tell your friends about all the fun here on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. 4 big shows and more bar talk waiting for you each and every week. So, interesting topic for this week. Next week, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl coming up. That'll be a good one, too. So, watch the social media so you guys can chime in on that. Certainly, most of the stars in the Super Bowl, they already have their starting lineup action figures already out in mass production.
True.
All right, well, Jersey Joe, I'm the Box here saying thanks for watching. Thanks for drinking with us live, and we'll see you next time, I hope.